What's going on, guys? This is Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, and I'm going to show you how really good weekday hustling could totally outpace the weekend hustling. Alright, stay tuned. Here we go. Alright guys, this is Chris, Bonafide Hustler, coming to you from a really nice evening here in Austin, Texas, and finally the temperatures are starting to calm down a little bit, which is cool. But you know what's really cool is when you have a really good week that pays off, and it's much better than your weekend. So I want to show you some cool things that I found this week, and this is not everything, right, because some of the stuff already sold, but this is some of the stuff I found this week, and then I'll show you my tiny little haul that I made this weekend, which wasn't very much. Anyway, so let's get right to it, and let me show you some of the stuff. Right here, I went to one of those Goodwill, what do you call them? I guess outlet stores, where they kind of put everything into a bin, and you kind of go fishing at it, and then you pay by a pound, right? So I went down there and I found an amazing, cool ski helmet, I guess. It's marked at $2.99, but then when you pay for a pound, it probably came out to like $1.50, honestly. So that, found a brand new West Side Story VHS. I'm not really huge into VHS, but then again, this is a pretty good movie, so you know, I'll hustle that too. Alright, right here, an American Tourister Tiara case. This in the antique booth, or you know, on eBay, you can probably sell them for your 15 to like 25 bucks. And it's pretty cool. So that was total score, and that's part of like what I found in these bins. So I only ended up paying like 10 bucks that day. And then I got a little iHome thing right here. Seen these before, little speaker things for your iPod or iPhone or whatever. So those are pretty cool. Alright, so that was pretty cheap. Alright, later on that day I went thrifting, and you know, I went to only 2 more thrift stores, and I also found this, a sky jumper. It's a Cox sky jumper. It's a little gas powered helicopter that goes all the way up to the sky and then deploys a little parachute dude coming out. Now everything is here. The fuel is even included here. This thing was a very old toy. Well, I mean like maybe 1988 to 83, somewhere around there. Well, it was before you could actually, well, now you can't even put fuel into toys anymore, right? So you had to go buy the fuel for these things, these current day toys like this. But this one has fuel included, which is really weird. So I told, you know, whoever does buy this thing, basically you have to disclose that you won't be able to send the fuel with it, all right? So yeah, that was like 3 bucks. That was the exact same day I went to the Goodwill, went to a Salvation Army, found this. 2 bucks, or 3 bucks, sorry. And then I found this for 3 bucks. This is a Kelty camp sink. It's really neat. It's like when you go camping and you want to wash your dishes, and this like unfolds and you can wash all your dishes in here, and you can unfold this and you can dry all your dishes on the side. Really neat stuff. Kelty's a really good brand. And then let's think, Friday, actually no, here, paid $1.99 for each of these Callaway hats. Callaway's a great golf club brand, and just a great brand in general for golf. So anything Callaway does pretty well, but you can probably make 5 times your money on a Callaway hat that's brand new, if you buy it for $1.99. Alright, what else? Okay, Friday. Went to an estate sale real quick in the morning, nothing crazy. Return of the Jedi, 1983, little kid's backpack thing, uncleaned, very cool, and it's totally distressed, so it probably will have some market value. I bought it for, I believe, 8 bucks. We'll see what happens. This is kind of an experiment, okay? But anything Return of the Jedi and anything Star Wars oriented is a pretty good seller out there. What else? Of course, these things. You know, I hate hustling these little Coke crates and stuff. These are so boring. But they've returned about 3 times my money, maybe 2 times my money at the antique booth. Almost every single one that we get of this, whether it be this one, a Dr. Pepper, or you know, whatever else, a Sunkist or a Squirt, whatever. Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 times our money, and we bought this one for 12 bucks. So a lot of times these things can sell for like 30 to 40 bucks each one. They're very cool, and back in the day, this is where all the Coke bottles would go into and everything. So really cool. Hustled 2 of those. That was a Friday. All right, that's not even the weekend yet. And then same garage sale, actually same estate sale. You know, a $4 cool little case. I guess it's made by H&M in St. Louis. So real cool. This will probably fetch about 30 to 50 at the antique booth. Something like this. Really neat. And then, oh yeah, I paid $20 for all these Legos the same day. Really neat. And you're thinking, okay, that's not very much for 20 bucks. We do things really big here in Texas. So of course, you know, if I'm gonna hustle some Legos, I better be getting some Legos, dude. So we got some Legos. Check this out. All part of that 20 bucks. I don't even know how much this weighs. It's a lot of Legos. So I don't know what I'm gonna fetch for that. I think I'm gonna fetch somewhere between, well, I know it's north of 20 bucks and that's for sure. So I feel pretty good about that one. Two things actually sold from last week that I picked up. Mountain bike and shoes. I had a video about all the shoes that I hustle. So, you know, I found standard procedure, another pair of shoes, bought them for like 5 bucks, hustled them for 50, no problem. What else did I find? I found also a helmet. Found a helmet for 7 bucks. It was a Giro, Ionos, or whatever. I always told you guys to look for Giro helmets. Bought that for like 7 bucks, sold it for 50, no problem. So, you know, things sell left and right, but that was just one of the more obvious things. I wish I could show you those things, but then again, I mean, they're sold. So, some cool things that I bought. Here's what I bought on Saturday. Not very much stuff, and the coolest thing that I bought on Saturday is not even here because I hustled it and I sold it within an hour. So, it was a Trek 4300 mountain bike, totally cool, with shocks, and it was an extra large frame. It sold so quick that I couldn't even, like, my girlfriend looked me in the eye as soon as it sold and said, "You didn't even take a picture of it. You can't even put it in the video." And I was like, "Well, I'll just talk about it." So there it is. It's not there. It's not here anymore, guys. But I did buy some bike tires for $1 a piece. I'm into bikes and I, you know, fix them, resell them, whatever. So anytime you can get tires, and check inside the tires because sometimes the people leave the tubes, which is really good. Tires and tubes, $1 each, $1, $1. Let's think here. Here we spent, I believe, $3 on this, maybe $2 actually. $2 on this little Amelia Earhart. I don't think it's really super vintage or anything, but this in an antique booth still could fetch about 20 bucks. All right. And then we bought some batteries. We're not going to be hustling some batteries, but then again, when you get batteries for half off of $4.99, then, you know, I can always use batteries for testing different toys and stuff that I buy. So when you're out there hustling, don't forget to buy the stuff that you really need, you know, because you can buy Clorox, batteries, anything that you can get half off or super discount. Make sure you buy that stuff that you use on an everyday basis. And then last but not least, a pair of Olukai sandals. I love Olukai sandals. I don't even think I wear anything but Olukai sandals. So these are slightly used, they're in good shape, and these are more of like the $100 pair that they have. Of course, they are used a little bit, so this could probably fetch about 40 to 50. We paid 2 bucks for these things. All right. So anyways, I'm going to go more in depth to how a weekly hustle versus a weekend hustle can totally pay off in my next video. So if you guys like my channel, make sure to comment, subscribe, like it. And of course, if you're in the contest, this is the very last day, Sunday, and look out for my next video that's coming real soon. Take it easy.